Hi, this is Moumita Rahman, the immigration attorney here to help you navigate this complex world of immigration. Today, I'm going to talk about a very important misconception about VAWA, or the Self Petition for a Green Card. Before I go any further, thank you so much for joining me here. I really appreciate you following me and keeping up with my videos because I do my best to bring you the most relevant immigration news and updates that I can. If you're enjoying my videos and if you find value in them, I would really appreciate if you give my page a follow, and also please feel free to share my videos with your friends because you never know who might need to hear what I have to say. Let's get to it. Today, let's talk about VAWA. VAWA stands for the Violence Against Women's Act. It is used to help people get a green card by themselves when they are in a bad marriage where their spouse is not treating them well. But another thing that VAWA is also used for is to help parents of adult U.S. citizen children get green cards. Now, one of the central components of VAWA is that the person petitioning for themselves to get a green card must have suffered bad treatment at the hands of their spouse or their U.S. citizen children. There is a frequent misconception amongst even immigration attorneys where they believe that the person must have suffered physical violence in order to qualify for VAWA. But this is incorrect. VAWA, underneath the law, actually allows for something called extreme cruelty. Now, what is extreme cruelty? Extreme cruelty, in other words, is emotional abuse. When you have suffered a pattern of behavior by your U.S. citizen spouse, or your green card holder spouse, or your adult U.S. citizen child that makes you feel really bad, it makes you feel terrible, your spouse or your child is putting you down, cursing at you, perhaps controlling your finances, or not giving you enough money to live on. There are so many ways that you can prove that you have been subjected to extreme cruelty by your spouse or your child. You may have been told by some attorneys in the past that there must have been some physical violence, that your spouse or your child must have hit you, or maybe even you were told that you needed to have a police report. This is all incorrect. One of the ways to prove your case is through your own words. Now, the level of evidence that you must give for a VAWA case is actually much more forgiving because of the fact that the government knows that it is oftentimes very hard to find corroborating evidence when you are abused emotionally or physically. But this does not mean that you can't not give any evidence. You do have to give as much corroborating evidence as you can of the treatment that you suffered at the hands of your spouse or your child. So please keep this in mind. If you find yourself in a position where you're without a green card, you're an immigrant, you're in a relationship, or you have an adult child that is not treating you well, the first thing that you should do is explore your options. When you explore the option of VAWA, if it is a right fit for you, it can be so valuable in helping you get the immigration relief that you need. So if you need a consultation, feel free to call my office. My telephone number is 212-248-7907. Make sure you follow my page because I've done many videos about VAWA and how to prove that you have been subjected to bad treatment by your family member. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that you found it useful. Please stay tuned and I'll see you next week.
This video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. For proper legal advice on your case, please call us to set up a consultation.